Marcellus Wiley is about to react to him being cleared from the allegations from his wife. Let's hear what he's got to say, and I'll give my thoughts as we go. Look at the smile on his face. You can tell he's happy, man.
Leah. Woo! How y'all doing? Love y'all, man, for rocking and rolling with your boy this morning. We're going to have us amazing show today. We all know what we got to talk about, and we're going to do it. We're going to get into it. We're going to get involved with this conversation today. Let's talk about LeBron and the slander that's going on with the GOAT conversation. Y'all crazy. Shedeur and Deshaun Watson, that battle's heating up. Yeah, we still got a show to do. Royce White is playing in the WNBA and continues to talk about it, continues to put the pressure on them. Even
covered the video on that as well.
Stephen A. Smith and Will Barr continue their conversation on journalism. Did the Buffalo Bills spend almost $3 billion for the worst stadium ever? People were saying so. John Wall talks about NIL, blah, 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 blah. But let's get to the headline today.
Yeah, let's get to it, Marcellus.
Let me preface everything I'm going to say with the famous words from one of my favorite creators out there, Mr. No Life Shaq, who says, well. Oh, y'all know me. I laugh at my pain, man. I laugh. Let's just start here. I don't wish to do this.
It's obvious, right? It's obvious. You're going to have to watch the full length video of this. If you're watching a short, no. Look at the amount of joy that he has in his face and his whole demeanor. If anyone who's watched Marcellus Wiley or is very familiar with him, you know he's normally an uplifting, bubbly, charismatic kind of guy. He's on a whole nother level today. And that's what happens when you get good news, really good news. The Bible talks about how good news is like medicine to the bones. He was going through it a few weeks ago. I did a video on the topic at the particular time, talking about his wife making these allegations about he did X, Y, Z to her. He obviously denied it. We covered it at the time, and I was saying, well, look, you never know what's going to be the truth. You're going to have to let time unfold and basically get to what the real reality is. And obviously, it didn't take long. Those allegations from his wife have been cleared. They've been dismissed. So he's innocent. Let's get back into what he's got to say. He knows how to drag this out, but let's get into it.
I don't desire to do this, but it is necessary. This is completely against my essence and who I am as a person who loves to just live life and do what I want to do. Don't put me in a box. Y'all know me. Only box I can exist in is no box. I'm not a fighter. I have not had a fight in my adult life, despite playing 10 years of football and despite growing up in the mean streets of Compton and South Central. No. But I am forced at 51 years young to be in a fight for my name, a fight for my children's future, protecting their hero in their mind, because the internet is forever. I'm also in a fight for legacy.
Facts. And what's actually funny, I'll just say this quickly before we hear what else he has to say. One of the things he said, he's in a fight for his name. His name is only going to elevate because of this, because all the people that used to rock with him and be like, yeah, Marcellus is a stand-up dude, it's only going to heighten now because he's been cleared. For his wife, soon to be ex-wife, her name is only going to go down. And you know what? The kind of woman who would make these sort of false allegations, she should be single for the rest of her life. But you know what the reality is? There's a sucker born every minute, as they say. So,
which matters most to me.
And let me just caveat this as well. Like, if she turns around and apologizes and say, oh, you know what, I made a mistake, I shouldn't have done this, it was whatever, there may be some hope for her. But is she going to do that? Likely not.
And legacy to me is not my name on the building. It's that voice inside my kid's head, inside of all four of my kids' heads. I'm fighting for Anna Marie in the respect that she gave me 3 beautiful blessings, and I will never hate her. But I think that's part of the problem. We live in a world today where everyone knows the thin line between love and hate. And I don't have hate in my heart. I don't, but I have a lot of apathy. And I think that disturbs people even more so than hate. when you just don't give a damn. And y'all been rocking with me. Y'all know me. Y'all know the content I do. Y'all know a flavor of me. You know my persona. Some of you guys may think you really know me in character. Some of you I've been blessed to meet. We've hung, we connected. I've coached your kids. I've been in an event with you. You saw me on the dance floor, Big Usher style, whatever it may be. You saw me DJ, sweat towel. You saw me play. You saw me sign the autograph. You saw me take a picture, whatever. We've connected. And the thing that really disturbs me about all that I have to endure and go through right now, how baseless this is, how false this is. The thing that's most disturbing is it tried to shake, fracture, destroy the foundation that I've laid for 51 years.
And when you build on a solid rock, this is what it looks like to be able to stand and hold up to scrutiny. When you build on the sand, even something less than this will totally obliterate everything that you built.
Like, I'm not the one to walk around here talking about how fresh I am. I think it speaks for itself. Whether I'm good, bad, or ugly, I don't give a damn. It's me. As they say in Colors, I ain't take my medicine today. It's me, Pac-Man. It's me. Remember her? It's just me, y'all. I got one lap around this damn world. Let me get it. I'm going to get it my way. I stay in my lane, but I'm about to run. Then hand this baton off to Maraca, to MJ, to Araya, to
build a legacy,
Olivia. And to be in a fight when I don't fight. Don't fight. My boys, people clown me on air, off air, dog. You're the softest dude I ever met from Compton. I'm like, ain't that a compliment? You know what I mean? Like, I don't fight, but now I'm in a fight for like my public identity. And it matters because this world is becoming more public facing than ever. My kid's gonna be playing with Google. My son's gonna type in his name and not write Junior, just write his name, Marcellus Wiley. And look what's gonna pop up. And worse than all of that BS is that the one who is instigating it, the one who wanted to piggyback on the BS is my ex-wife.
And you know why that's crazy? Because we always talk about on the channel, relationships. When you get into a marriage, it's about building something together, building something great which can last beyond you. And for some strange reason, whatever was going on in this marriage, obviously they're getting divorced, right? His wife decided to drum up these domestic violence charges. Oh, he's doing this to me, he's doing this to me. If you read through any of the details, he read through a lot of it on his own live stream previously. Some crazy stuff. And if this case has been thrown out, then that means these people are like, well, we're not likely going to prove this right in court. And what's crazy about this, I mentioned this before about the whole name thing, right? His name is going to elevate. Her name is going to decrease, as it should. And it's just sick. Like, that is a big thing. Don't get it twisted. That is a very big thing. But surely, like, when you think about this, it's like there has to be more that happens to people that make claims which are false.
Their mother. How do I walk that fine line? Remember, I told you what my therapist said a long time ago. He said, make sure when you're having arguments, don't win. I said, what you mean? Don't win the argument? He said, no. Because if you win an argument, now you're with a loser. I'm not trying to make Anna Marie a loser, but I'm certainly trying to win this fight. So, you know how it is. Just like football practice, just like the game. Yeah, sometimes I didn't feel like getting hit that day, but I got to get these sacks because them sacks ends up sacks. Them sacks equal cha-ching. So I got to go do it because they're messing with my money. You're messing with my honey. You're messing with my itty bitties. Let's talk through it. So
you should never, and I say this to my wife, right? You should never want to be in a competition with your spouse. You should never want to fight with your spouse. Good husbands, like Marcellus seems to be, right? Clearly didn't ever want to fight with his wife. Didn't ever want to compete with his wife. He's just doing his thing. He wants to raise his children in a happy household. And for whatever reason, this marriage has just gone off the rails. And it's like, think about what he's saying. I have to win this battle because he's saying, number one, it's lies. Number two, it's going to mess with his money. Number three, which is even worse, it's going to mess with his children's image of him. Imagine if all of this stuff isn't true and his children have this thought in their head. That's the worst thing of all. So instead of him to just fall back and be like, nah, you know what? I'm just not going to say nothing. I'm just going to let this slide. This is a situation where it's like, no, there's too much at stake. There's too much on the line for him to just sit back and be like, no. People know his character, but at the same time, regardless of however nice someone can be, you always have to go through the due diligence, because what if? What if this was all a mask? What if this was all a facade? It was all fake. This is why he can be here today smiling and grinning from ear to ear, because he knows deep down what this actually means to his children, to his money. He doesn't want to throw his ex-wife under the bus, because at the end of the day, that's still his children's mother. But the decision, the scenario that she's put them in, she's going to catch a few strays. And their children are going to look at her in a different light. The very same way that she wanted those children to look at him in a different light, it's now backfired, and they're going to look at her in a different light going forward, which is crazy. Don't get into competitions. Don't get into fights with your spouse. It's not worth it.
I'm going to take you guys through this, as we do on this show. We're not going to run down and make one point. We're going to walk down and get them all. This would happen yesterday. I give it to you in real time. Yesterday, I am in Las Vegas, my new retreat, but I do Vegas different now, man. I'm 51. I do a chill at the poolside, right? So I'm chilling in Vegas, knowing I'm expecting a call from my lawyer. And I receive this. And I know this happens because in real time, let's say around 3 o'clock, somewhere around that time, I get to see, I'm waiting on this to come, and it comes. TMZ to the rescue. Now, I know about this news minutes before TMZ alerts the world of this news.
That's crazy. You're finding out information about your own life, which is priceless, minutes before companies like TMZ have got the details and are ready to drop that to the internet.
So that's a beautiful thing. Let's go here. Ex-NFL star, thank you very much. Y'all far too kind. Marcellus Wiley, prosecutors drop domestic violence case. All right. Former NFL star, say it again, Marcellus Wiley is no longer facing a criminal charge over an alleged domestic violence incident involving his estranged wife, Anna-Marie Wiley, TMZ has learned.
And obviously, the reason why this is significant as well, I'll mention it here now, the criminal case has been thrown out. That doesn't mean that his wife, she most likely will do something like this, isn't going to create a civil case. Because a criminal case is much harder to prove. You have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, right? So it has to be like evidence which most people would look at and be like, yeah, you know what, he did it. In a civil trial, it's much less. You just have to prove beyond a balance of probability. So 51% over 49%. If you can prove just about, then you could be seen as guilty. So she obviously could still try and make some sort of civil case against him.
Man, she estranged? Damn. Life comes at you fast, brother. 14 years now, she estranged. It's real. Yep. And let me just keep it 1,000 with y'all. Anna-Marie left me for dead on the side of the road, right? Anna-Marie.
Which is so deep in consideration that you can see what he's doing to her. He's not even doing that.
What she's done to me, I haven't felt this level of betrayal ever in my life. That said, it's done. The marriage is done. That relationship is done. But I still don't have hate. I got some apathy, though. There's no reconciliation. There's no, let's work it out for the itty bitties. Been there, done that. So now we're here, my estranged wife. According to court docs obtained by TMZ, prosecutors in Orange County, Florida, it's Orange County in every state, it's crazy, told the court they would not be pursuing this case. Now look at that round head Eminem looking at. Oh, he looked 51 for real. Let me move on from that. I got a mug shot. How the heck? I got a mug shot. This is what's crazy. I'll talk to y'all like y'all my friends, y'all in my group text. This was what's crazy to me. All right, y'all know. Let's take it from beginning. I'm from Compton before NWA, y'all. So just be careful. I know all of the content that those lyrics were about. I had to live through that, experience that. I grew up there till I was age 5, 6 every day. Then from then it was like every weekend because my mom and my grandma still lived there. Mama best friends with grandma, and that's her mama. We just living there every weekend. If I ain't at a track meet, or even if I'm at a track meet or a football game, we stop in there afterward, get something to eat. They kicking it, whatever. That's life. That gangster stuff was real, but we didn't know how to portray it. It wasn't cinematography then. It wasn't rap lyrics then. I'm talking about 1980, 1982, when I'm seeing Cutlasses and Regals and El Caminos, right? And they bumping and they on Dana's. And I'm just looking like I'm a little kid trying to figure out life. Like, that's kind of fresh. Uncle looking fresh. He got.
And the crazy thing about what he's saying is this is all off the backdrop of him saying he's never felt betrayal like this ever. A guy who comes from the gritty streets of California, talking about some of the stuff he's witnessed, all of the stuff people hear in this gangster rap and all this nonsense music out there, nothing like that was worse than what his wife did to him.
Got the wave kid, he got the perm, he dressed to a T. He coming in, and that's role model. I don't got no brothers. I'm looking at them like, okay, you got muscles, you got every girl, you got every car. But then I'm like, let me look a little deeper. Why is Uncle crying? Let me look a little deeper. Is Uncle really making ends meet? Let me look a little deeper. So I got behind the curtain. That's why I didn't bang. It wasn't no other reason. Because you walk outside, gangbanging looked fresh to me growing up. Yes, it did. I could have been from Palmer Block. That's where we were from. Palmer Block, Compton Crip was my neighborhood. Right across the street from where DJ Quick was and the car wash and all them treetops, the Pyrus. Never crossed the street. When I say never, I went to the car wash one time. When I say never, I mean never. Going to Zorba's. People know. Right down the street from Compton High. I'm right there. And I'm just looking like, I can't go that way. So I made choices. I dedicated myself to being a nerd first. I dedicated myself to being a baller second.
You can make the right choices even if you're in a very difficult and dire situation. It's always going to be the best decision to make in the long term.
Yeah, I'm going to get it off my chest today. God dang it. So with those choices come consequences. You want to clown me? I'm a nerd. Oh, you forgot. I'm the MVP on the football team. Oh, you forgot. I'm the fastest dude at this school, no matter what grade they in. You forgot. I beat your daddy and your uncles running. Shut up. So I had some protections. Couldn't clown him too hard because the dude could ball. Then if you really wanted to be stupid and try to go too far, don't forget, you know who his family is. That's my life. Somebody hit me a couple times. Somebody hit me too hard in the game. Do you know that my uncle showed up in the next game? You can see the Nissan trucks in the back on the video. Why uncle at that game? Oh, God. He just hit me hard. I'm just making sure, nephew, we making sure. Jerry curls everywhere. I wasn't tripping. My sister was my protector. Reason I tell you all this, you fast forward, I go to high school. I'm getting recruited to go to schools. I don't know which school to go to. I go to the one I'm supposed to go to. Turns out everybody going there ain't going to college. They all caught up in the streets. They caught up on girls. They caught up on just living the life. I'm like, dog, go to college first. Get some money. The old model now, right? College ain't even the same now, but go to college first. Get a scholarship. Come on, bro. I switch schools. I go by the ocean. I'm in Santa Monica. My mama worked at the Santa Monica post office. That's part of the reason I went there. She could take me to school. My daddy picked me up. My hours for school were 5:30 in the morning to 8 p.m. Choices, consequences. Go to
He
Columbia.
was disciplined for a short season in his life, and that discipline catapulted him to where he is today. If you take anything from this, discipline for a short season in life will pay you back far greater in the future if you lock in.
Fish out of water. Oh, big fish in a little pond. Oh, he ain't gonna make it to the league. Why are you trying to answer questions I ain't even asking? I'm just trying to make it, bro. I just know which way not to go. Then it works out. Go to the league, 20-some years in media, worked at every network, hosted shows, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm here. You know why I brought all that up? To
Tell
say
us.
one thing. And I'm talking about I lived. I'm pre-social media. I'm outside kicking it. I'm DJing. I have DJ for Outkast. I was on stage with Outkast. I hung out all day on the tour buses, kicked it with Outkast. They hit me up, Outkast. Wiley, we heard you big fan. We gonna kick it. What? I DJ for Kanye West, Run DMC. Come on, man. Leave me alone, y'all. Reason I bring all this up is because through all of these escapades, your boy right here has never been arrested, had never been in trouble, and never done a thing, just enjoying my life, just looking at people, enjoying them. I mean, I'm up here. The curtains are drawn. It's black. Big boy right here. He said, Wiley, stay right here. Dre, like, all right, about to go get this. You ready, Wiley? I ain't got no Instagram. Ain't no Instagram. I'm just looking like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Throw your hands in the air and acapella and wave them like you just don't care. And then, boom, lights, boom, curtains gone. 20,000 people going. I'm right there looking at them like, the night of that, the day after that, the many a times hanging with Kanye, he mad at everybody because they ain't get him enough on his rider. I said more Snickers. I said, what? He said, man, where the Hennessy? I said, who are you talking to? I coach his son in basketball now a little bit, so long history. I bring all this up because these are some crazy highs. And I've had crazy lows. And through it all, I've never been arrested. I've never been in trouble. But now, look where it gets me. Look at that. Stuck on this damn mug shot. Anyway, that mug shot triggered me. 51 years young, and then this is how, The following states prosecutors declined to file charges because testimonial evidence received is not corroborated by any physical or other evidence and is therefore insufficient to obtain a conviction.
So the evidence, in simple terms, was non-existent. It didn't match. The math weren't mathing. And because of that, the prosecution, they're not stupid. They're just like, look, we need to throw this case out. We're not going to be able to pursue this because we're not going to get a guilty verdict. It's just a waste of time.
I'm going to read that again because we're going to read that again. Testimonial evidence, that means what y'all were saying, received is not connected to reality, corroborated by any, look at the words, choice words. This is legal now. They don't play with their words. Any physical, okay.
In simple terms, she lying.
Or other evidence. Hold on. Any physical or other means all things of evidence. Nothing. And is therefore insufficient to obtain a conviction. You're damn right. We ain't got nothing. We just got you waking up and saying, hey, he did something. Just like right now, I could just say to all of y'all did something. Then what?
That's how easy it is in the day and age we live in, guys. You have close enough proximity. Sometimes you don't even need proximity. Just say something. You just say something and we have to go through all of this hoopla just because someone said something.
Thanks for the super chat. I'm going to get to it. I'm in a zone right now. In other words, it sounds like prosecutors didn't feel there was enough evidence for an easy conviction. or a difficult one. No, they did not. This picture right here, let me tell you what's interesting about this picture. Another trigger. Suck it in, Wiley. One. Two, this is like a couple years ago. Yeah, yep. Look at me. I ain't even look at the date. Now I see it. NFL honors. I was honored to be at the NFL honors, but I also was jealous. Can't lie to you. Why? Because I'm on this red carpet taking these pictures, and you know the NFL honors is where they give out the awards for Walter Payton Man of the Year. And when I say this, I mean it lightheartedly. I was jealous because when I played, they didn't have the NFL honors. They didn't have the award ceremony. They didn't have the red carpet. So when you were the man of the year for your team, you just basically had to talk to your community relations director, and she'd tell you if you won or not for the league. You get a text or email or something. Okay. I'm here now. Fast forward. I retired in 06, 07. This is 2024. They having this big old pageantry, this big old award ceremony. And I'm like, this is insane. I'm hanging out with all the cats, right? Jerry Jones and talking to them, catching up with people. I'm like, oh, this is the best. Reason I say it triggers me is because I won for my team Walter Payton Man of the Year, not one time, not two times, but 3 times. And I only played 10 years, y'all. Basically, a third of my career, I was winning this award. How did I win this award so often? Probably could have won it more, like Kobe and MVPs, right? Like you could have won it more, right? Because every single week I was out in the community. Not because the cameras were there. Obviously, we didn't even have no ceremony. We didn't even have no awards. I don't even think I have anything for it. I don't know. That's just who I am. And this is what's going to come of it. So that picture triggers me. Anyway, as TMZ first reported, Anna Marie called cops after she claims things got physical inside a Florida hotel room. The day after, she says, allegedly. She told cops Marcellus poked her in the cheek and threatened to kill her. The day before and just before that. Here's the problem with saying that. Anyone who knows me, and two who just know me through content, let's be real, knows that I have never, ever threatened to kill somebody and never will, because I have actually seen people get killed. I don't play with that energy. I don't play with those words. I don't put them together. I don't even quote Cypress Hill when they doing it.
And best believe after this situation, even more so, he's never going to do that again. Even though he said he's never done it. So this is even more compounding evidence and more compounding proof for him to realize why choosing your words carefully matters so much, and why the company you keep is very significant and important, and why you need to be careful at all times. Guys, I'm just going to end the video here because we can pretty much see and know how this is going to continue to go. Guys, don't forget to like it, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, do not forget to react righteously. As you can see, it pays you so much more into the future. God bless.